With the gaming scene bigger than it has ever been, it shouldn't be a surprise that game companies will try and scam gamers for the money within their games. Gamers can get a lot out of a game, and with the idea of downloadable content, or DLC, players can get even more of the same game. However, the industry can give the illusion of a complete game but lock out in-game content within a paywall.
So my opinion on DLC is kind of in the middle. In some games, like Borderlands 2, it's good because when you finish the game, and then you buy the DLC to continue basically. But the DLC is not part of the main story. It's different side stories, which makes sense because obviously you bought the whole game first. So you finish the game and then you buy different side stories. That's fine.
And like some games is really good and some games like stupid. Like for example, you know like a game called Skylanders where you have to like buy the characters. I think, and especially it's a kids game, so you're basically making kids pay £50 for the game and making them pay like £10 to get each character.
With DLC, I generally find that I'm quite torn because I don't like the fact that companies will paywall out the rest of a game by making people pay more for a game they've already bought. But at the same time, I really found myself enjoying having this huge load of new content in games like Destiny, where you're done and you've hit the cap and then they expand it and give you so much more to do.
Gamers would feel ripped off paying a lot of money for something very little in return. Other times, a whole DLC collection combined price can sometimes cost more than the original price of the game, like with Super Smash Bros. 4 with all the DLC characters.
Definitely, where it's content that's already in the game and it's just that you have to pay to actually access it, I'm really not a fan. I feel like it's sort of the company has to be giving that to the player because that's what they've paid for already. They can't be paying even more than the initial price.
It's not really fair because you're making the person buy the video game. So like you expect like when you buy a video game, you expect to like just play all the levels without paying for more levels. Like you have to pay to complete the story and understand and like.
In games like Tekken, the content behind paywall is bad, so I don't really play them. I don't like them because of that.
The controversy doesn't stop at console games though, as mobile games are even more guilty. There are many games on mobile devices that are free to play. However, developers will make gameplay limited, often putting players on a waiting time. But players have the option to pay to be able to skip the waiting time to help progress through the game even quicker and be better at the game. This is referred to as pay to win.
A lot of mobile games do this, like Clash of Clans, where you have to like, where you could get really good, but it would take really slowly without paying real money. But if you play but if you want to get to like the top quickly, yeah, when you can like, it's really tempting to use actual money to just get there. And when they have that option, it's like tempting to just do it, and it just spoils the game because you're not actually like playing it. You're just paying to win, which just beats the purpose of playing a game.
Recently, mobile games have been quite good at separating the people that don't want to spend any money and the people that definitely like to spend money on these types of games. And so what you get is you get a higher gameplay level for the people that are very obviously spending lots of money on the game and getting an advantage over other players. So it separates them out from the players that aren't, which makes it quite fair. So I think I don't really have an issue with it because it gives you that freedom where you don't have to spend the whole time on some games. But if you feel like you can't progress without spending money, then I find it quite bad.
For mobile games that are basically pay to win, it's bad, but not really bad because it's more like pay for convenience, not pay to win. Because you can still do the stuff in the game, but not really do it without paying because you have to wait like days and weeks for the stuff to be ready to unlock. So I think it's fine. It's not too bad. It's a good model. It works. So don't change it.
Then we reach the controversial business model of them all, loot boxes. These are items that contain random in-game content that players can earn in the game. These can range from costumes, weapon skins, or special audio that can go with the characters. However, players can use real-world money to buy loot boxes to get the items quicker, in contrast to playing the game and leveling up and earning the loot boxes.
But other DLCs, you know what you're buying, but with loot boxes, you don't even know what you're going to get. So to get what you want to get, you want to keep on buying and buying and buying more boxes. Because in these boxes, they could be like really good ones and they could be like really bad ones. And having that, and like like being a person want to buy in the loot box, you think, oh, I'm going to get a good one, so you're going to keep on retrying, which actually makes more money than just buying a normal skin.
I like them a lot because they add content to the game without really updating anything to the game. You just buy them and there's your skins or the content that you bought it for. For example, in Overwatch, it's just skins. I don't see a problem with paying for skins. Same with League of Legends. You just buy skins. You're not actually progressing in the game with the characters.
There are many other controversies in the gaming world, but it doesn't get any more controversial than having to spend real money on something you have already bought. So, before you enter your card information, ask yourself this: why are you buying more for what you already own?